And this water is filling up quite quick, as you can see. And then you can see when it fills up here, that's when it starts leaking out. I'll show you how easily this crumbles. This is metal, it's not supposed to do that. This section here is clogged up, because you can see the water's not even coming out. I'm going to show you if you have a leak on your humidifier unit. I'm going to explain why you would have one and why it's not really a big concern. Alright, so if you have a leak, you're going to note that you obviously have water dripping from the unit somewhere. So yeah, place a bucket under it. But if you're not sure what's going on, you're going to have a lot of water. Every single laundry room by the furnace has a drain, either underneath, or in this case right here. And you can see there's a slope tiled, so you can see the water is actually going slowly into the drain. So this is properly tiled. So even if there was a massive leak from here, it would still go into the drain and would not come out of this room. So you really don't have a huge concern of your basement being flooded in this instance. However, we still need to go and fix this. So let's open this up and I'm going to explain to you what we did here. So this is the old filter. Look how old and calcified it is. This metal is basically turned into brittle mess. The humidifier, you're going to find the name and then you can just Google the model number and you usually will find on Amazon what filter it is. And then you undo this little clamp here. It may be different on the other one, but basically it's just one little screw. You keep turning until this comes off. Alright, pull this out. Now just note how this is. So this part is over this groove. And then there's a pipe here, and this is the warm air. And that's also, so when you put this back, just make sure you pay attention how this is. So then we just lift this up like that. You see? There's no hinge or anything, it just kind of sits here. Put this on the side. Now, yours may have an entire enclosure like this one, but we're only going to take this part. There's like a little groove on there, so press it backwards, and then take this out. So I'm going to show you what's happening. So right now, the furnace, the heater is on, the warm air is going to start blowing, and then the water is coming through right there. You see that? So the purpose of this water is to go travel through all of these grooves and slow it down before it pulls and starts leaking out. The condensation is created because the heater is coming in and then there's like cold air and that's what's creating the water. It's normal water, but brittle. Look, see that? I made a hole just by with my fingers. Crumbles. See that? This is metal. It's not supposed to do that. And this water is filling up quite quick, as you can see. And then you can see when it fills up here, that's when it starts leaking out, and that's what's been happening. So this isn't draining fast enough into this little tube. I don't know why they wouldn't make this tube bigger, but if they didn't, it doesn't matter. But before you place the filter, you want to make sure that you clean out all the gunk that's in here, because it may go into the tube, clog it, and that's going to create an even bigger problem. So I just noticed that the water is actually pooling and it's very slow to drain. So this could be actually because of two reasons also. This is actually clogged, or because the hose is actually going down. You see that? And then it goes up. See, it's going up. And then they connected this with this weird tape here. So you're basically going down and then up. So that maybe actually slowed down, or some of the metal that went brittle actually clogged this up. So again, it's not a huge deal, but I mean, it would take some fixing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this tape off because there's some extra tape. And we're gonna see if I can bring this down. This should be actually lower. It's not supposed to go higher. That's ridiculous. Nothing's coming. I'm gonna pull it out. The water's not coming through. This section here is clogged up because you can see the water's not even coming out. So we can cut this here and the water will drain right into the sink. Because remember, all you need is a drainage hole for the water to go out. So whether it's in the sink or it's behind the furnace and into this pipe, which really makes no difference because at the end of the day, that still goes into the ground, right? It won't matter. So if you want a cheap fix, cut it here, done. If you want a better fix, to try and push this through. If it's soft enough, you can just use your hands, slowly push it downwards, see? Until we get it all out. You can see the water's already starting to go again. I'm gonna try and shop vac. I'm gonna try and sucking that out. There you go. Problem solved. Now that we've unclogged the pipe, let's go and put our filter back in. Now this is model SK052. Again, this will fit the HF22100 and other similar. Black means that it goes on top. Right, so now if you note the dimensions, see, it's identical. So we're gonna take this, place this on top. Make sure you clean out all the gunk here. Now we're gonna place this back in here. Now if for whatever reason this is a little too big or too small, you can trim it or press it in. It's not hard. Let's take our enclosure, put it back on top. Remember, no hinges. Press it over the two grooves and on the warm air pipe. Once it's down, you're gonna hear a click and tighten it up with the screw and you're done. So this video covers replacement of a filter and analyzing where your leak is and how to unclog a pipe. Don't wait for a filter to get this bad. Swap it out every couple of years. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.